Hello, champs. Trust you all are doing fine. My name is James Alleh. I am the founder of the Go Getters Forum, a mentorship initiative that was created around December 2024 to inspire students, educate students, help them set and achieve their goals. So basically, the TGGF provides networking opportunities, guidance, and inspiration to students who want to excel in their academics and personal development. So today we have an interesting topic we'll be talking about today, which I believe is powerful to help you excel at the start of your semester, which is how to build an effective reading timetable from your class timetable. So before you dive into every semester, I want you to always know this and remember this. Learn to plan for it, learn to pray over it, and learn to ask others who have walked that path before you. I feel this is a powerful strategy that will help you become a winner at the end of every semester. Well, let's try to break it down and also that everyone will understand the point we're trying to make and how you can be able to set plans that are achievable, right? That are measurable, that are realistic, that are time bound, right? So let's break it down. The first step I feel you should know is check your school academic calendar. It's on the screen. I feel you should learn how to observe your academic semester. So when you are giving your academic calendar, look at the start date, when is the semester starting, and when is exam starting. So you have to calculate the number of weeks it's going to take you from when the semester started to when exam is about to start. Sometimes you see 12 weeks, sometimes you see 13 weeks, but let's assume it's 14 weeks, which means you have 14 weeks to cover the entire course, each of the courses you're offering for that semester before exam starts. But I would advise you to leave out 2 weeks to prepare you for exams. So you have 12 weeks. That is if we're assuming it's 14 weeks. So you have 12 weeks to prepare for exams. Now, what's step two? Step two is to list out all your courses. Yes, you have to list out all your courses. So let's assume you are going to be taking 8 courses this semester. Some persons could take 9 courses. Some persons could take 7 courses, 6 courses, 14 courses. It works with the same principle. But let's have an assumption that this particular student is going to be taking 8 courses this semester. Now, here is where the magic sets in. This is here the magic begins. So I'm looking at my screen so that we can use the calendar I have here, the timetable I have here, which will be displayed on the screen. So like I said, the step 2 is for you to list all your courses, right? Say you have 8 courses, right? You need to consider your class timetable to guide you when you are setting up your reading timetable. And how will you do that? Very easy. You can see the class timetable on the screen, right? I want you to picture this very carefully. Now, the assumption I'm making is this. I have 8 courses, and those 8 courses are displayed on the screen. We have Me 361, EMA 381, Me 351, ELA 301, E 311, E 371, E 375, E 313. It could be your courses, right? But these are the 8 courses this particular student is taking. And remember, the student had 14 weeks before exam start. He's leaving out 2 weeks in preparation for exams and the remaining 12 weeks to read the courses, right? So look at the timetable you can see on the screen. You will notice from this timetable that on Monday, we have several courses that this student will be taking for the semester. Yes, several courses that this student will be taking for the semester. On Monday, you can see what is displaying on Monday. You have on Monday Me 361, and you can see 381, EMA 381 on the same day. That is for Monday, right? Now, this is where my principle comes in. I always tell students, look at the courses or choose the one with a longer duration. How many periods, how many hours are you going to spend on that class? That particular course have supersedes the other courses. But if you look at for the case of Monday that is being displayed on the screen, we have Me 361, EMA 381, and both of them are for 2 hours duration. Now the question is, which one should you choose? I would advise you to choose Me 361. The reason is because if you look at the other days, you will find 381, EMA 381 still appearing on those days, which means you have another option of choosing 381 in another day, but you do not have another option of choosing 361. So on Monday, the timetable or the course you are going to be reading on Monday will be Me 361, judging with this timetable. On Tuesday, what will be the course? You can see 381 there. If you don't choose 381, though 381 is not with the longest duration, but because there is no other 381, we have already given preference to 361 on Monday. 381 assumes Tuesday. That's how it works. But remember, we have ELA 301 that has a longer duration, but ELA 301 is still appearing on Thursday. Can you see what I'm saying? Which means on Thursday should be for 301, that's ELA 301. On Tuesday will be for 381. Please pay attention. Now for Wednesday, we've gotten Monday, we've gotten Tuesday, and we've gotten Thursday. All we're left with is Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Now for Wednesday, you have 3 courses also displaying. You can see 351, as you can see on the screen, 331, 371 rather, and 313. Now the question is, which one should you choose? Remember the principle. Which one has the longest duration? We have Me 351 and we have 371. The next question you have to say, is there any other day you can find E371? Yes, there is on Friday. So that means 351 supersedes 371. So on Wednesday will be 351, on Friday will be 371. And now we've gotten from Monday to Friday. I hope that makes sense to us, right? Now, Saturday and Sunday, we're left with some courses that have not been assigned. Now, those courses that have not been assigned, it's advisable to put them. Now, the reason why I'll be taking 375, E375 of Saturday, because on Friday, we already have E375 course, but we could not choose 375 for Friday because of 371. So we move it to Saturday. That's E375. Please be looking at the timetable while I'm explaining, right? Now, on Sunday, there's just one course left, which means automatically it takes 313. But then something is going to happen. If you observe very well, you notice that we have not assigned for 311. Now, 311, you assign it to any of the courses that you know that don't have too much credit load. And you can only figure that out when you have made findings from people ahead of you. That's why I said you plan for it, you pray over it, and then you ask for advice for those who have walked the road before. So if I want to assign 311 now, I assign it to on Thursday. Now you can see the timetable, the reading timetable I've just designed on the screen. So the last step after designing your timetable is to break each course into topics. Every course has a number of topics they are going to be offering that semester. And remember, you have 12 weeks. So you have to spread those topics across 12 weeks for each of the courses. Then you stay consistent. And that is it, champs. And that is it, the go-getters. And you see yourself achieving that goal because you are playing smart, you are planning smart, you are reading with purpose, and you are revising with intentionality. Because I said you give 2 weeks, and trust me, that will be a big win. You will not find struggle studying anymore. You've got this, to be very honest. You've got this. So, and always remember you're a go-getter, and we are going to rise by planning. You're going to rise by praying, and you're going to rise by seeking mentorship. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.